Hello there. Welcome to another talk, and this talk is called Talk on the Power That Spiritually Awakens You. And this power is within everyone. Now, obviously, I had a spiritual awakening. It happened just under 10 years ago at the age of 24. I sat down and had enough of everything up to that point, and everything up to that point led me to that moment of having it. And I knew everything was going to change, and obviously what had happened, and like I say, I just had enough, but I meant it. But this power, the spiritual awakening power that is taking you through your process, is within everyone. It is within everyone. And how you access it is in the heart chakra. I had a lady contacting me on my website about twin flames and see, the thing is, and she's getting all stressed out and I can't be with this person. But the thing is, not to find your soulmate, but to find your soul. And when someone's all hysterical like that, you've got to watch what you say as well. But the path that I've been on has been a healing path, and about healing unconscious things, insecurities, which comes from the unconscious self. And there's layers and layers, and this also relates to manifestation. But when there's these layers, you can't have anything of this unconscious traumas. That's why I talk about that the most. Now, that's what was happening to me when I first had this awakening. I was going through a healing process. Right? Because what you're interacting with now, once you have that big awakening, what's awakened you is yourself. Yourself has awakened you and had enough, and so you've now, because you've kind of went halfway, the higher self meets you halfway. And the higher self is the force that is taking you through your process. You have consider it like a you that lives in heaven and a you that is here. And people that have near-death experiences talk about that as well. That when they die, they were very calm, observing, and that is this higher self. And like I say, how you connect with it is in the heart chakra. And anyone can spiritually awaken. All one has to do is mean it and start connecting with the heart chakra. And then what will start to happen is the externals, like this lady that is going crazy over her twin flame, once you start being heart-based, you start realizing that it's actually not the thing or person that you want. It was actually your ego that was making you think you want that or this or him or her. And what manifests this kind of ego is your unconscious trauma. This is why I harp on about it all the time. Like I said to this woman, she said, "Do you not believe in twin flames?" I says, "Well, yes." I says, "I've got a page dedicated to it. But if I were to ever meet that person, I want to be the best version of myself. And to do that, I've got to heal, right? You might meet that person when you're a lot older, right? But it doesn't matter if you met them at, say, 60, and it works because you've healed, then that's better than meeting them when you're young and it not working out. You see what I mean? But this is what a lot of people miss. See, it's not about finding your twin flame. Because once you heal all your issues, you'll find that you're not actually wanting anything or anyone anymore. I'm not saying you won't do it, but I'm saying you won't be so driven by your traumas to look for that person, because that's why these people do this. Because it's all to do with unhappiness, and when we're unhappy, we're looking for something else other than this. I mean, it's understandable that people do that, but as I've been in this journey for just under 10 years now, healing, going within, that's what I've realized more and more, that and now there's not much wants, not much desires. I mean, I said yesterday in my talk that I'm a carer for my mum. My mum's registered carer, and some of my other family members think that I've got like a bad life or something, but I think they think that I'm like a prisoner or something. I've heard my dad say this, but it's not true. I don't feel like that. I'm very, very at peace, very happy, and I've discovered that love is like the absence of wanting something. That's the true love, because that's when the love is unconditional. Only it has a condition when we want, but this power that leads you there, that has led me there, is just working with the heart chakra and working within that space. And as you work with that, you go deeper and deeper and deeper and into the true I, the true self, which is this eternal consciousness. You see? And when you start going through your spiritual awakening process, that's what you're developing into, the true self. That's why you get some people and they talk about Kundalini, Tantra, and all that kind of stuff. And because that's all within the true I, right? That's all within the true self. And yeah, that's all on the spiritual awakening path. But the power that's doing it, that's helping you to heal and helping you to ascend, helping you to do all this stuff, is the heart chakra. It's all within there. And once you start working that, you'll start to have clarity and understanding and insight, and you'll start to understand that you didn't actually need this other person that you think that you need. And the thoughts of them will fade and fade and fade into nothing. Because it was your own hysteria in your mind. I mean, I sound like I'm a psychologist, I'm not. But through having this awakening, I've understood my own mind. And I've understood how we see things. How we see the twin flame situation, for example, is to do with us. And as I've healed and ascended, I've realized now that I see the twin flame thing as finding yourself first. But someone that's not done as much healing as I've done will see it in a lower dimensional way. Oh, I need this person, Like that woman that contacted me on my email. But, and that's why I says to her, I said, what's important to me is healing all these unconscious things and insecurities. And what's making me want to do all that is this spiritual awakening power, which is merely just the heart chakra. Once you start to work with the heart energies, you'll start to have more forgiving you'll start to be more nice to yourself, kind to yourself, forgiving to yourself, healing yourself. and you'll start to let all these things go. And then when you get two people that get together, when they've done all that healing, let's say a real twin flame relationship, what I would consider a real twin flame relationship, it would be two people that have done all that healing. You see? Two people that have done all that healing. And then there would be no insecurities, no traumas involved, and that's why healing's the most important thing. And so it's all about working with that power that is within the heart chakra, right? And once you start to, this is actually a thing, it's called science thing, it's called heart-based living. And I unconsciously did it when I had this spiritual awakening. I didn't know what it was called, but found out years later that it's in science now. And you can literally heal your entire body through that. And that is the power that spiritually awakens you. That's the power that spiritually awakened me. I didn't know what I was doing. I was unconscious of it. But it's the heart chakra, and through that you connect with the true I, the higher self. And then the fears go away. I mean, just now you see the virtue signalers rubbing their hands with hand sanitizer for ages and looking around them in shops. And these people aren't in their hearts. These people are in the reptilian brain. The reptilian brain is a real thing. You can look it up on Google. It is the part that reacts to fears. It's interesting how it's called the reptilian brain. Same as the people that are into trading, you know, and money, obsessed with money. I got another donation the other day on my website, a very nice lady, and she decided to give it monthly. A good friend of mine, and this is what's happening more and more. And it's like I said earlier in this talk, that the manifestation power comes when you're happy with what you have. Instead of getting depressed because you don't have your twin flame or something like that. You know, the other thing is that there isn't two people of the same soul. All souls are the same souls, because everything has to come from the same source. Meaning that every soul is just replicas within a soul matrix. Right? That's all it is. That's what a lot of people miss when they talk about twin flames. They think that their soul is separate, and that other person's... No, it's not. Not separate. Basically, everything comes from one infinite source, one infinite love, and everything is just reflections of that, but different types. But basically, it's like a soul matrix that we're in. When you start awakening, you start realizing that, like when I first had this awakening, I started to realize it was all from nothing. And I didn't know what was happening to me. Then I found out years later it was in Buddhism also. And the nothing obviously has to be awareness to produce an awareness experience, meaning that it's an infinity of awareness that we are. And there's a love within that. For example, if you just go within the nothing or stillness, that you're not wanting for anything. That's unconditional love. There's no condition involved when you're still. You see? And this power is super peaceful, super loving. And when we get ourselves to that level of love without needs and wants and desires, then that amplifies the love that we have for the other person, because there's no insecurities there. And that doesn't mean that desire and passion's gone. The passion's actually more. But things get in the way of the love and the passion. These traumas and stuff get in the way of that, don't they? The power is the heart, though. That's the power that spiritually awakens you. And I'm just going to leave it there. For latest updates and talks and news, research, songs, and much, much more, please do check my website at www.lovelikefamily.com. Thank